Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucas Soto Fitness, and we're going to go ahead and break down all the supplements that I take and that I've taken. I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis on what each of them do, what they're going to do for your fitness, and also the supplements that I personally take and that I would say that would be the closest thing to what most people should take in regards to the check marks that they check that we could talk about in another video. Nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and get started, pulling one at a time from my box in front of me. So let's get started. All right, paper and pen time. All right, so what do we got here? First off, we have a multivitamin, okay? We have the Microfactor by the good old First Form. So Microfactor here is going to be a all-in-one supplement. And specifically, what does that mean? I know you're gonna be like, well, what does that mean, Microfactor? Basically, it's a full-on, Microfactor pack. It's a complete daily nutrient pack. It has antioxidant, it has some multivitamins, CoQ10, fruits and veggies, antibiotic, and a EFA, aka a fish oil. What is that going to do for you? There's going to be multiple things. It's basically break down. We can honestly break down off of the back of this. I could spew it out, but it says it better on here. Okay, we got stuff from support immune system, fighting the aging process, slowing that down through the antioxidants, removing free radicals that cause other various diseases in the long term. Fruits and vegetables are going to do what they do in respect to the full spectrum superfoods, cardiovascular protection, reducing cholesterol. Potentially, a lot of these things, depending on where you're at, can affect you. I would recommend do blood work with an endocrinologist if you can, to make sure to see the biggest differences when you take a supplement in regards to your health, especially a multivitamin. CoQ10, increasing nutrient uptake, stuff and lowering inflammation, and the EFAs as well, supporting cellular health and heart health through the CoQ10 and the EFA. Mental clarity, some people see the mental benefits of taking a EFA, aka fish oil, essential fatty acid, which EFA stands for. And then probiotic, helping digestive system, absorption of nutrients, and immune system as well. So we got a lot of things, and of course the multivitamin helping with energy production. Again, same idea, cognitive function, muscle recovery, and stuff like that, because it has a lot of the nutrients that we need to supplement and make our muscles and body effectually work better. Again, these things, dependent on each individual, will make a difference. Okay, next one we're going into collagen, salted caramel. So some people will say collagen, if you heat it up too much, it will break down the specific strains of collagen in it. If, for example, I put it in my coffee, what you want to do is know that there is scientific evidence specifically that it is okay to have a breakdown, just like any other protein, inside of in a hot zone. Of course, you don't want to let it denature in the respect that it's sitting there for a long time in heat or just in liquid in general. So point is, take your collagen. It's going to help you with your protein intake. It's going to boost metabolism. It's going to supplement that intake. That's going to get you to your ideal body weight, especially for body fat reduction through the process of lowering the want of food, so to speak, because it's a little bit more filling to have protein than it is to have any other macronutrient, carbs or fats, because those can cause insulin spikes, cause ghrelin to keep on coming through, and make you hungrier. So yes, protein intake in general, we can make it super simple, is going to help you keep that intake of overall food low, so long as you keep a mental intake of what you're doing for the day. It makes it a little bit easier through satiation and overall fulfillment. All right, next one, Intraformance. We're going through the extra supplements today with the collagen and Intraformance to start. Intraformance is a different flavor, a good kind of, what would you say, a overall carbohydrate drink that's going to have some some essential amino acids, the ones that you cannot make your own, the ones you have to eat from food, as well as the normal amino acids, doing the branched chain amino acids that increase your leucine intake from that, and it's going to help you get more muscle building capabilities through muscle protein synthesis, which should be effectually affected every 2 hours roughly to get the most benefit. But to break this one down, it's going to have 3 different types of carbohydrates. Those 3 different types are going to be absorbed at different rates, and from that different rate, when you're working out, you'll be able to adhere to a higher level of endurance as well as muscular power. So as you burn your carbs, you're supplementing them in through the bloodstream, which the carbs will be flowing through there, as well as nutrients and other aspects of the supplement that will keep you hydrated the entire time. So basically, performance goes up, maintaining that. All right, we're going to our wonderful thyroid drive. We're basically going to show you this one. This is going to help your thyroid hormone. Again, this is based off of what you personally are at. So what I mean by that is, if you don't necessarily need this, I would say that to first find out if you would need something to help your thyroid. work effectually better, but overall it's going to help your metabolism work more effectively, your thyroid work more effectively, and help you get to a lower body fat, especially when you're on a cut. That's the reason why a lot of people don't realize you're not supposed to take these, well, at least from my experience, you're not supposed to really try to take fat burning supplements when you're on a muscle build. And I want to say muscle build, but a high caloric intake, because the reason why you take these a lot of times, if you look at the back, they come with things in there that you would need specifically, say vitamins and minerals and whatnot, to help you sustain that lower intake of food and lower nutrient uptake. So that's why microfactor as well comes into account. I mean, there's things in here for mental focus. There's things for here to increase your overall fat metabolism and to keep you from having jitters and stuff like that as well. So this one, Thyroid Drive, is a staple for a fat loss supplement program in respect to having the 1DB Overdrive, which is a fat loss supplement specific a supplement here. So overall, again, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to make sure you have your nutrients, has your B vitamins. It's going to have your basically your brain enhancement complexes to make you feel better, have a better feeling of self-well-being. It's also going to have you give better concentration. It does have some caffeine in it, so make sure you follow directions, taking one at a time. It's going to do that for you. All right, I'm going to go to project one now. This one's going to be your basic breakdown of your overall pre-workout. It's going to have everything. I'm going to just spew it out to you right here. We have stuff from the instant BCAAs to increase that leucine uptake, right? And then from that, you're going to get that muscle protein synthesis spike that we know and love in order to get the best results in the long term. So you're going to go ahead and have that muscle protein synthesis that is going to basically ask your muscles to keep building in respect to some degree. All right, we got the L-citrulline is going to help with blood flow. That's what we want here. Creatine monohydrate is going to help with muscular power and endurance. The thing that's going to really make the biggest difference overall in aspect to a supplement, if there was one supplement for muscle building specific, and more than likely, if we're not counting the generalization of your EFAs, your microfactor kind of micronutrients, and your greens, you would go into creatine, and protein would be the next level of that right away. So it comes with that. It's your full serving here, as long as you take it within the day. Betaine and anhydrous, that's going to help with recovery. It's going to help with muscular power and endurance as well, kind of like creatine. We got beta-alanine is going to help with muscular endurance, especially in your medium-long sets, 90 to 120 seconds. It's going to roughly make the biggest difference. It's going to help buffer that burn that we get in the workout. It does help with subsequent sets that are lower as well in reps, because it helps you recover a little bit quicker. All right, we go into agmatine sulfate. I have this one separated as well in its own supplemental form, but overall agmatine sulfate is going to be your basic blood flow, what would you say? Basically blood flow retention or nitric oxide retention. It helps from your body breaking down the nitric oxide that you build up from your L-citrulline. So basically L-citrulline is going to increase your blood flow, increase your nitric oxide, increase your blood vessel size and whatnot to help the blood flow get to the muscle. Nutrient uptake and all that is more efficient when you have these things. Agmatine sulfate is going to help keep that consistent and keep that elevated as opposed to dropping off. Your body wants to bring it back down to homeostasis, back to normal, so agmatine is going to slow that down through other variations through the nitric oxide, the pathways for nitric oxide. But nonetheless, it's going to also help a little bit with mental focus. So as we finish this up, we have caffeine and anhydrous. Everybody knows about 300 milligrams, 350 is going to help with mental focus, muscular power, and things along that nature. Muscular endurance, rate of perceived exertion is going to go lower, but some people have the jitters, so teocrine kind of helps sometimes slow that down, lower that a little bit. It's going to basically control your feeling of craziness if you're somebody that gets high off of caffeine. I would recommend, if you take something like this and you do not do well with caffeine, you take one capsule of 200 milligrams of L-theanine, and that's going to help really calm those jitters down if you have that kind of thing going on for you, especially when you're new to working out or new to pre-workouts. Okay. As we go through here, got our L-citrulline. Pretty straightforward. Next, we got OptiRes. It's going to help with all kinds of things. We have blood flow help from the Spectra. It's going to also help with antioxidants. It's going to really give you a fight against free radicals. So overall, you're going to slow the aging process. You're going to help your body recover more efficiently. You're going to look more lively. You're going to feel more lively. You're going to have all kinds of things. Nutrient uptake is going to be better. We have a cardio health blend. We have the phytonutrient antioxidant complex in here. All of the above. And we have a digestive aid blend that's basically going to help you overall get the results you want by maximizing your lowering of caloric intake, as well as making sure that when, like for example, what it has in your quinoa, amaranth, buckwheat, and apple fiber helps you with the digestive process to slow down any hunger pains that you might get. Again, you need to keep that caloric intake in check when you do this as well to maximize the benefit. More to it than that, but we can go along. Those are the singular supplements. We can go into those later. We have OptiGreens here. We have stuff from Plant Enzyme Blend. We have the Phytonutrient Complex, Glycemic Balance Blend, the Green Superfood Complex, and the Probiotic Blend. Probiotics, again, this is a full serving of that 1 billion CFU. Most things have about 100 million to 500 million, but this one's going to have a full serving, a full serving of probiotics. It's going to help you with digestion. It's going to help you with leaky gut syndrome potentially. It's going to help you feel more lively. It's going to help your digestive system overall effectually work better. It's going to balance out your glycemic index. Like I want to say glycemic index, but your insulin spiking. It's going to help balance that out, keep it a little bit more controlled, and make sure that you don't have those hunger pains or those sweet tooth cravings that we get in the middle of the day, especially when you're on a lower caloric diet. And overall, phytonutrients and Plant Enzyme Blend helps you break down more stuff. And the phytonutrients, of course, are going to help with your antioxidants and the nutrients that we get from fruits and vegetables specifically. So it's going to have 50 different ingredients, just like the reds. These both have 50 ingredients, so I can't read them all. It's a crazy amount, but they're both really good supplements to take in your repertoire. All right, coming in here, finishing up, level 1. We have one of my favorites, German chocolate cake right here. This is a level 1. It is a protein supplement. This one's going to be one that you can take before and after the workout, but effectually to get the best results, you're going to take this in between workouts, outside of your workout, not right after and not right before, maybe an hour or two after, an hour or two before. It's going to basically be a meal replacement. You're going to use this to, again, get your protein intake up because you're trying to get about 1 gram a day for the body that you want. It's going to help metabolism. It's going to increase that because it takes a lot more energy to break down protein than any other macronutrient, as well as going to keep you from wanting to eat as much through the satiation effect of protein being intaked. On top of that, your muscle will be built a little bit more effectively because your muscle protein synthesis will be up, and that's basically what you're going to do for this as well. All right, coming to the side over here, we have creatine. All right, creatine, this is the supplement I was talking about. If you do not take creatine in your pre-workout, try to take about 5 grams of this creatine monohydrate Creapure version here from First Form's really good. Basically, it's going to help you overall with muscular power, muscular endurance, recovery, and strength from workout to workout. You want to take it every day. All right, we're gonna put these two together because this is the post-workout stack. These two together, the Ignition and Formula 1, if you can see them here, are basically gonna be what you're gonna take after your workout. 1 scoop and half a scoop if you're a girl, 2 scoops and 1 scoop if you're a guy. And you're gonna take it right after your workout and before if you like. If you take it before, you wanna take half of what you would take after. The directions are on the back, but you wanna take this after your workout to maximize the cross flow, broken down uptake of the protein here, basically to get that microfiltered protein into your veins essentially and into your blood, into your muscles as soon as possible. On top of that, how are you going to do that? This is going to be because it's so broken down, your body can absorb it really quickly. High quality whey protein isolate here, but when we get into this, hydroxylate to be exact, it's very high quality. Ignition, we're going into this is going to help with your glycogen levels after you work out. You're going to break down so many carbs that your body has to refuel depending on the workout. A lot of people that don't do a lot of hard workouts don't necessarily need more carbs, but if you do a hard workout and you know you did a hard workout, difference that you can literally feel it. You're going to basically get better benefit from your workouts by intaking that glycogen, to intake the insulin post-workout, because it is good post-workout, on top of the fact that you're taking your protein. You're shuttling all that, all the nutrients in here as well. If we were to look at it all, you have all these nutrients here for muscle building. You have anything from magnesium to vitamin C. We got vitamin A, D, C's for the absorption and all that, and good stuff in the overall health. Selenium, zinc, it's going to help that muscle building process maximize, and you'll get the best results from every workout every time you take these two. Again, the supplements, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to take them. You can take stuff with my terrible rack here. I usually have bananas and avocados there too. Only apples were left over, but again, if you the reason why I bring that up is because yes, you can take carbs post-workout from, let's say, bananas and apples, but they're not going to give you the same benefit in the respect that the nutrients in the supplement are specifically made for that. So whenever you use a supplement, you want to make sure that overall you're using them in respect to your goal and what that goal needs to get to that goal, essentially. So again, yes, you could take fruit juices, you could take all kinds of stuff post-workout. I've recommended that to clients before and I've done it myself before. But if you have two variations of your life, you have either supplement life in respect to your overall maximizing benefit for your training and your health, or you're going to maximize your health by eating the various fruits and vegetables that are a whole plethora. There's so many hundreds of different variations of what to do, but you need to make sure you're rotating those on a daily and weekly basis, or you're not really daily, weekly, and monthly basis, or you're not going to get the nutrients that you want in your body. That's why things like the OptiGreens and the OptiReds and the micronutrient microfactor are going to fill in those gaps. Yes, your goal is still to eat 4 to 6 vegetables, fruits and vegetables a day, but to make sure that you don't miss out on the things that would otherwise be missed out on, you take these supplements for that reason. Again, ladies and gentlemen, these are supplementing your foundation. We're trying to build a foundation before we add these in. If you need to add these in to make that foundation a little bit more manageable, then we can do that as well. But again, you want to have these two marry each other to get you the best results. Otherwise, you'll always have one part of the chair, so to speak. The chair of fitness is, say, if there's 4 parts: your nutrition, your cardio and lifting program, your sleep, and then your recovery. Those things are going to all have their own merit, right? So if you have one of them broken off, one of those legs broken off, or halfway good, then you'll always be missing on your optimal result. So this is the end of the basic breakdown for all of those. But now I'm going to maneuver into the next and final part, which is basically how to take these.